This is a special edition of Shark Attack, and I'm Ben Tilley for Shark TV. I'm here at One Buc Place for the annual High School Football Media Day, sponsored by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Foundation. And Riverview is going to have a chance to talk at a press conference about their football program and the upcoming season. So we'll run that for you now, and we'll see you for the Kickoff Classic on August 16th.
Hi fans, welcome to One Buc Place, the Florida High School 2024 High School Football Media Day, brought to you by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Foundation and Nike, and of course our friends at FloridaHSFootball.com. And happy to be joined now by the 7-3 Riverview Sharks. Fine season last year for Coach Rod, as they call him, Tony Rodriguez, who is to my left. Good morning and welcome to One Buc Place.
Hey, thanks for having us. Good morning.
Excited that you're here, and I know you brought a group of pretty special players with you, so let's introduce who you have with us, and then we'll come back here for a few thoughts from you.
Yes, sir. We have Isaiah Washington. We call him Showtime. He's our athlete, can kind of do it all, wide receiver. And we have Devin German. He's going to be one of our team captains this year. He's a leader on defense, playing safety. We got Roderick Mack. He's going to be our starting quarterback this year. We got Warren Shriver. He's our kicker. And we got another team captain down there, Andrew Lee. He's going to play running back for us this season.
Well, very, very nice group indeed, and we'll get a chance to talk with all of them in just a couple of moments. Let's turn our attention to last year, 7-3. A lot of talent back, but you lost a lot of talent too. Just 4 starters back offensively, 5 defensively, so that's a good nucleus. But tell us about how you're going to try and fill some of those holes from that 7-win team last year.
Yes, sir. You used the word lost. We graduated them actually. So our
well,
juniors,
yeah,
I'm just messing with you. Yeah. But with our juniors, you know, they played heavily last year. So we're excited about them getting their opportunity this year as seniors. We had a lot of firsts last year. You know, beat our rival for the first time in 14 years. We got in the playoffs, first time since 2019.
Right.
And we had a district win, which has been a long time since we've done that around Riverview. We had a first time, and since 2009, we had a 1,000-yard rusher, and we actually had a 1,000-yard passer last year. So
nice.
We're trying to build on that. With this upcoming season. We're excited.
Yeah, that is exciting. And let's talk about that quarterback position, because Roderick Mack, who you introduced and we'll talk to in just a minute, coming over from East Bay, one of your rivals. Tell us a little bit about him personally and as a quarterback, and how it may change your look, if at all, offensively.
I think he fits right in with what we do, and he's a great dual threat kind of a kid. Great young man. He's one of the nicest and coolest kids I've ever coached. And he's gonna lead us on the field this year. He's gonna be great.
And as a dual threat, does he have a bigger strength in terms of passing or running, or is it you're comfortable in either situation with him?
He can do it all. He can do it all for sure. He's a threat with his legs on the field and his arm.
Yeah, that's nice as a coach to have that kind of option and flexibility at the quarterback position. Defensively, give me an idea who some of your leaders will be on that side of the ball.
Well, we start out with Devin German here
right.
over, on defense at safety. We have Randall Guzman, who's also going to play safety for us. Devin Reed, he's going to play some defensive line for us. Chance Lowe, Damian Laverde. Those guys are going to contribute as well. They're all seniors.
Nice, and so some good experience back, even though you lost a fair amount of talent, or graduated a fair amount of talent.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll come back and talk to Coach in just a bit. Let's talk to some of the players right now. Isaiah Washington is an athlete, wide receiver, had 6 touchdowns last year, good student in the classroom. How did you get the nickname Showtime?
I put a show on the field.
So did you give that to yourself, or did someone else give that to you?
No, my dad gave it to me.
There you go. Okay. So as a guy who can be a threat anywhere, what's your favorite part? What would you prefer to be? What's your favorite part to play on the field?
Really anything, but probably receiver for the first one. But I mean, I could play running back, even go to QB. Just do whatever I can do to help the team win.
Let's hone in on the wide receiver spot then. What skills do you have as an athlete that really make you the kind of the top target, or one of the top targets on the team?
For a receiver, I say, like, I used to play QB, so I can kind of see the field. I see the field kind of as a QB, so I can pick defenses apart. And, you know, if I have man-to-man, I can beat my man most of the time. So I just really read it from QB perspective and get open. for my QB to give me the ball.
Yeah, great insight because that you're right. What that experience behind center certainly would help as a wide receiver. Let's turn to the defensive side of the ball, and that's Devin German, the safety, one of the captains. And Devin is a captain and a senior on a unit that doesn't have tons of talent back. How does your leadership role look in your world? How are you going about trying to be the best leader you can be defensively?
Definitely, leading by example and, vocally as well. So making sure everybody knows what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball and, just being vocal out there, making sure we know where to go and how to play.
You're not a big guy, like 5'9", 150 in that range, but yet you're a really good weightlifter, I understand. How does that work? Because it doesn't, I'm almost 5'9". I'm not 150, but I sure couldn't do what you do in the weight room. So tell me how you've become such a good weightlifter and how that helps you on the football field.
Definitely working at the school and on my off time, just lifting weights, going to the gym and doing things like that. And it translates over to the field, coming down as a safety, being able to make, those hits and running that alley.
So even though you're not big in stature necessarily, you still like to be a hitter.
Yes, sir, definitely.
That's impressive, to say the least. All right, let's turn to that quarterback, Roderick Mack, who will be under center this year or in the shotgun this year, as the case may be, for the Sharks, a transfer from East Bay. And Roderick, I'm curious how the transition has gone and maybe what the biggest challenge has been for you in coming into a new program.
The transition so far has been going good. The challenge was transferring from the rivals.
Right.
So I came like the second semester, so I had to build the chemistry with the team.
Good.
It's been going pretty good so far. I feel like me and the receivers is starting to get on the same page going into the season, and the linemen, they're working pretty hard so I can have some protection to throw the ball and run.
And for fans, so some of the Riverview fans might not be as familiar with you as some of the other players since you're new. Give us a description of how you see yourself as a quarterback.
I see myself as a vocal leader. If anyone need anything, they can come to me and ask. I'm very respectful.
But physically, in terms of a passer, dual threat, how philosophically, I guess, how do you approach quarterback?
I approach quarterback if I throw the ball, but if I need to use my legs, then I can use them. That's like a backup.
Right.
Really.
So you're not necessarily always looking to just pull it down and take off.
Sir.
Yeah. Good. Well, good luck to you this year in the transition. That's exciting. And always excited, the guy to your left, because we don't get a lot of kickers who come in for our media day. And so, Warren Shriver, we're delighted to have you as part of the festivities today. Always interested in asking the kickers because it's not a physical position necessarily, although I did see you had to make a couple of tackles last year. How was that?
Well, it's definitely a physical game.
It is. But kickers aren't usually part of that.
Yeah, got to be the last man that
Right.
they have to
Takes
beat.
pride in it.
Yeah, good. That's important. But so I am curious because I think kicking is such a psychological, mental game, much more than physical. How do you approach your position mentally?
I try to meditate before the games. I try and stay and get my zone before everyone comes around, and all the loud noise, you have to be able to block it out to make the plays.
Well, you had a fine season last year, 36 point after attempts, a field goal, and as we said, a couple of solo tackles. Let's hope you don't have to do that this year, but if you do, I know your teammates are confident that you're going to be there as the last line of defense. Andrew Lee is the final Shark that's with us today. He's a captain. He's a running back, a 2-year varsity starter, and really an important cog in that offense, good in the classroom as well, which is so important. And Andrew, I'm curious from the running back perspective how the offense is shaping up in your eyes this year.
Offense is doing pretty good, to be honest. O-line's been working hard. My running back group, we've been doing great. Wide receivers were stacked. We got a great QB came in. We're just, we're looking good for the next season. I think we're going to do better.
And you too are kind of a weight room warrior. I know. How did that happen? And what I guess for a lineman it makes more sense sometimes than other positions. But
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your weightlifting prowess.
Yes, sir. I lift in school all the time. We have a weight training class at the end of school, so I do that, and then I work outside of school too.
Yeah.
So I try to work as much as I can.
So I assume you're more of a power runner than a speedster, or do you have a good combination of both?
I like to say I got a combination of both.
Yeah.
I could do what I need to do.
Good.
I get around.
Well, it's nice to have that physicality as a backup, and so be fun to watch you play this year. Let's bring it back to Coach Rod to wrap things up here, Coach. I know spring game, camps this summer. What have you seen that has really excited you for the 2024, and maybe something that that you're still trying to work on as you get ready for the season?
Yeah, so we're excited. We've had about 90 kids in our program
Wow,
right now
nice.
through our weightlifting off-season program. We've done the 7-on-7, the camp college tour thing, taking these guys to summer camps, and we just got back from a team camp. So we're ready to go here in 2 weeks, full tilt. We're excited. We got a new turf field.
That's right, new digs.
Yeah, it's just going to be completed, I believe, next week.
Wow.
And just in time for football practice to start. And we actually got a field house that was built over there with a concession stand on the field, so we'll be able to kind of move, and it's all
Beautiful.
brand new kind of facilities upgrade over there, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, I forgot. Glad you brought that up. I knew that was happening, and glad that it'll be finished. So, exciting times for the Riverview Sharks. And just to give you an idea of a program on the rise, I think you had 6 guys go on to college football from last year. So,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's an impressive number as well. Should be an exciting fall in Riverview and Sharks football. Guys, thanks for getting up this morning and coming in and spending a few minutes with us. We will be back in just a little bit. You are watching the 2024 Florida High School Football Media Days, brought to you by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Foundation and Nike. See you in a moment.
Awesome job, man. That was fun.
Thanks. Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
job.
Yes, sir.
You're the first one that's brought notes. That's good.